about an incident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in his lab with a stolen keycard. There was an accident. She had been exposed to extreme amounts of Tempest liquidamine. She survived. Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He realized that no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. I now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his own work. At a cost of his life. That's a reasonable conclusion.
Luca was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where's she been? Where's she now?
Comeuppance.
Hey guys, TheElusiveMad here, and we are back with more Beacon Pines. We just heard an explosion outside. We found out that Solomon is sharper again in this timeline. And we hopefully are getting out of this.
Gran picked herself up off the ground.
It is Gran.
Through the
Okay.
dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to his feet.
Okay.
She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right?
Where did she get the explosives from?
And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone.
What?
Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo. With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling.
Okay.
The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body.
Yeah.
They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward,
Ain't that the
brandishing
truth?
her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to
Gran
fight
to
to
the
keep what she still
rescue.
had.
I love this. This makes me so happy. So she came to save Rollo, not realizing. Gran, what are you doing here? Luca, what are you doing here? You're here to save Nellie. You're here to save Rollo. Hey, Miss Luca's Gran. That's awful nice of you. But I'm fine. Oh no, what did they... Gran, there's no time to wait. We have to go now. Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Uh-oh. Thankfully, we dispensed with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
Ugh. This again. We've got to stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents.
No.
A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
Damn. No. Well, I guess that's it. We lost. You won't be so sure about that.
With a mischievous look, Beck
Beck?
elbowed Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
Yeah. I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
With what? Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes he drank his own cigar ash. How did ash get into the vial? It was pretty easy to mess with the vial when it was behind my back. Oh, that's sneaky. Well, it's a bad habit anyways. I've always said bad habits are like 50-yard field goals. Huh? Hard to kick. Fair enough. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Is it still gonna have the same effect? Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit.
As the last of what was once Sharper Valentine wafted into the air, the crowd began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed. Sharper Valentine was gone for good.
Again.
His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines.
Yeah?
A new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future. The end. lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying.
I'm fine with that end. That's
feels
okay.
To you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.
No, I definitely want to try out some of these other options real quickly. What are these different endings? He might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
He might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Like pocket change? Your unlucky penny. Yep, I popped it in the vial when no one was looking. What's that gonna do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Now we observe. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
What happened? Does he turn into, like, copper? Is he a statue? What? Holy crap, he's a baby! Yeah, but he's still Sharper, right? But he was no longer matters. This is an innocent child. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do? We do what Valentines always do. What must be done. I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father. I'd be young Sharper. That would be a great help. Thank you.
She looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone. The show is over. You may leave now.
Epilogue.
Epilogue?
Beacon Pine's coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn.
Was this technically the right answer if there's an epilogue?
Rollo and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable. The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism.
Hopefully everything turns out fine.
And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn. His mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
Did we learn? Did you at least learn about your mom? Sweater.
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage.
Okay.
Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom, and now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
That's good. So we do know that Gran is mom. Mom, I'm ready to go now. You go without me, I'll meet you there. I've got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny. I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing, but now I enjoy it. Alright, I'll go say hi to Rollo first. Gotta go say hi to Rollo at the treehouse. Okay. Ugh. Oh wait, but Dad, not Dad. But Dad, not Dad. The tree. Okay, I can't do anything here. I was hoping that maybe I could. Oh? I heard you and Rollo have a big plans for that little tree house. Yeah, sorry to get crowded after we revoked the max capacity. One Rollo, one Luca rule. So we decided to expand. Well, at least we've got some help with that. How's the internship with Nellie and Iona's How's the internship at Nellie and Ilona's shop going? It's been great. I'm hoping it helps get me into the School of Agriculture up at State. Also, Nellie said she'd write a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. I just can't help but worry about leaving Rollo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt. I don't just mean grown, literally. This morning he was up and finished his chores before I even had breakfast. Well, some of that might be his excitement about the treehouse renovations. Don't tell him this, it'll go. Don't tell him this, because it'll go to his head. But I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way, but he's just too dang proud to tell you. I know. Trees! They're growing! Hey Gus, how's the tree planting going? Couldn't be better. I'm so grateful to Ilona and Nellie for letting me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Guess we finished cleaning up the sidewalk. What's next?
When perennial harvest collapsed, most of the clipboards skipped town. But some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
That's good. Anyone with a knack for art can help paint the new offices. You can count on us! At least, well, it looks like you really found your calling. Never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now, this right here. This is something I can be proud of. Aww. Oh! A little higher. Yup. A little lower. Yup. Little higher. Yup. I'm telling ya, this angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Luca, there you are! Would you tell him it's not the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of antenna redesign. Fine, fine. Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back. Who, me? Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yep. We'll be fine, right? That'll be fine. So if we really want mission control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip a bit. You're right. Lead the way. Check in with Beck at her house. Got it. We can go see Beck. You guys are just planting trees in the sidewalk. I see you decided on a name. Yep, we had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on the final touch. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official. I like it. It was actually Nellie's idea. There's still a lot of work to do, and the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I've learned that the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. Our motto is go slow and fix things. Amen to that. I love it. So are you just gonna raise him now? Young Mr. Van Horn. How's little Solomon Sharper doing? Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I do. So we do a lot of strolling these days. Has he, attempted to crawl out of his crib and plot world domination? Yeah. Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Modewell, and she feels that Sharper's infant mind will not develop enough to retain his previous memories. For all intents and purposes, the child is unmolded clay. Let's hope he's a little nicer the second time around. That is the objective, yes. But really, all I can do is try and hope. Two activities I am endeavoring to find less distasteful. Well, I think you're doing a great job, and the whole town is ready to help out whenever we can, however we can. Can't wait to teach him to throw baseball.
Did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
Aww. That would be acceptable. Cute. What's today's news that needs knowing? I'll give you tomorrow's headline today. Our old friend Patrick C. Montague, aka William Kerr, just performed a stirring rendition of The Iceman Cometh at the State Correctional Facility. I hear there wasn't a dry eye in the house. I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft. There we go. I'm like, where am I going? To Bex. We're going to Bex. What on earth? Joff's wild ride? Hey, Mr. Duncreed. I'm gonna see my dad in a bit. Do you want to come with? Even after everything I did, you'd still...
Duncreed shook his head.
You really are your father's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Well, you're always invited. I bet he'd love to hear from you. I'll visit Walt at my own time. You run along now. Aww.
With perennial harvest gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
Come on, come on. No one is too big, no one is too small. For a Joff's wild ride.
Maybe not completely unused.
Different. Just one piece of candy. For the ride of your life. Who's next? Me. Guess what? Yesterday I saw Dynasty Tidius. And that's good. It's great. I haven't spotted one of those in years. At this rate, Beacon Pines is going to become the bug capital of the country. I'm so happy for you. Back. I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning I unpacked my last box. You're officially moved in? It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. It sounds an awful lot like putting down roots. I guess I decided this place is root-worthy. You're gonna be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't going to be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. Surprise? There's a tree. Mom prepared this tree especially for you. They didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. Just about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. It should do okay in the cold of Old Beacon Pines, and thrive as things warm up. That's perfect. We're ready to take Jeff's wild ride to Old Beacon Pines. Oh. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna try not to cry, but I'm gonna cry. Ah, you got it. Now that's a good looking tree. Being a special occasion and whatnot. The ride's on the house. You're gonna want to hang on to that little... You're gonna want to hang on tight to that little tree.
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for.
I think, narrator, you are right.
Honestly, I began to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along.
There was a lot of twists and turns to get here.
I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending, I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end together.
Done. Good little tree. The best little tree. Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything. Shucks, I only did what my super awesome best buddy would have done. Should probably give you some time alone now. You good? Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year. How are you feeling? Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. Paul always says the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello. I feel like a dang cello. Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here for you. I know. You don't even have to say it. You two make an awesome pair. Excuse me? We're a trio now. Yep. Thanks. There's one thing missing now that we're a part of a... There's just one thing missing now that you're a part of a group. Missing? Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic. Oh god. I won't be long. We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I found the perfect way to start our summer. You've got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Mom, can I ask you a question? You ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by that I don't. Are you ever afraid that you're going to forget him? Forget what he looked like? Forget his voice? No, because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I know he would have loved this one more. Because his two favorite people planted it. I'll give you a moment. I'm gonna cry. Hey, Dad. Dr. Modville says that over the next few years this place should warm up. So you won't have to be so cold for much longer. I can finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in. Big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you, you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. God, this story was really good. That was Beacon Pines. I think we've touched everything, done every option that we had. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this experience as much as I did. This story was definitely very emotional. I'm surprised I didn't cry, but I definitely did tear up there at the end, because, like, we did it. And we had to, you know, the town got a tree from my dad, and sadly we're not going to be visiting him as much anymore. But, I mean, it does make sense. I hope you guys enjoyed this series as much as I enjoyed playing it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.